Most influential figures in my musical career would be my middle school and high school band director. It was the same person, and he actually taught my parents their last couple years of high school too, so that was kind of a cool connection. And then probably my first jazz band teacher in college, because I was a freshman in a jazz ensemble that was full of seniors and grad students. And so I basically got my tail kicked on a daily basis, but it was in a very loving and respectful way that he wanted me to be a good musician. So I think an interesting career situation, I guess, that I had was when I was still teaching high school band, and I was basically the assistant band director. And we got a call that they needed a band for a ceremony, and we like to do those kinds of things in the community. And we showed up, and it was for the manager of a grocery store, and he was helping one of his employees who was part of the National Guard. So they like to give people time, and he was very flexible with that schedule. And so we were there, and they wanted us to play inside, so we literally put an entire marching band in the produce section of a grocery store, and the picture of it ended up making like the AP wire and everything, so that was pretty interesting. I think right now it would have to be the Brad Meldau trio, because he does such a diverse palette of music. And I feel like every time I listen to the same song, I get something new out of it. So it would probably keep me engaged for a long period of time. Meeting with any artist, alive or dead. I think Bill Evans, who was a very famous jazz piano player and composer, would be up there, and he's no longer with us. Alive, I would have to say probably someone like James Taylor or Sting or somebody like that. So my career path, I think, started when I started taking private lessons in 7th grade. There was a very good university that was close to my hometown, and they had a really good jazz program, and so I took lessons starting in 7th grade all the way through high school from the top jazz drummers over at the University of Northern Colorado. And then past that, I went to college, but I kind of bounced around a little bit, to be honest, in college, until I kind of found a place that fit well for me. And then I got into teaching kind of by accident, I guess. My hometown high school didn't have a percussion instructor, so I just volunteered for several years, and I found out that I really liked it, and so I kept on doing that while still performing professionally. And I still do both things to this day, so I guess that's the Cliff Notes version. Something sound like in here too. Advice for aspiring musicians. I think nowadays you have to be either a complete virtuoso in one element of music or one genre or one style, or you have to be a Swiss Army knife and be able to do basically anything. And with the social media thing and all of that is changing so rapidly, I find it challenging to keep up. But do your best to keep up with every trend musically, social media wise, technology, those kinds of things. It's a cool instrument.